Hello everyone, my name is Jagdish Shukla, and today we are going to throw some light on the important topic triangle and its congruency. Let's start with the term triangle. Basically, the word triangle is derived from the two words tri, which means three, and angles. So basically, a figure having three angles is known as triangle. So let's have an example of this figure. P, Q are the vertex of the given figure, and PQ, QR and PR is their sides. And there are three angles: angle P, angle Q and angle R. So what is triangle? So simply triangle means a closed polygon or a figure having three sides and three angles is known as triangle. Now the second term is congruency. So in simple English we can say that congruency means equality. If two figures are equal in all respect, then they are said to be congruent figures. But in geometry, how we can know that these figures are equal or not? We can know by two things. First one is their size, and second one is their shape. If the figures have same size and same shape, then they are said to be congruent. We are restricted our discussion to only triangles. So in triangles, how we can define their size? Sides is defined by their sides, and shape is defined by their angles. So in triangle, if inequality we compare two triangles, so if all the sides and all the angles of the first triangles is equal to all the sides and all the angles of the second triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. Let's have an example of these two figures. Figure triangle ABC and triangle PQR. And triangle ABC and triangle PQR. Suppose side AB is equal to side PQ, means side AB congruent to side PQ, and side BC is congruent to side QR, and side AC is congruent to side PR. Means suppose here it is 5 centimeter, then it is also 5 centimeter. If it's 6 centimeter, then it also will be 6 centimeter, and if it's 7 centimeter, then it will also become 7 centimeter. Side AB congruent to side PQ, side BC congruent to side QR, side AC congruent to side PR. Now have a look at the second part, which is angle. So suppose in triangle ABC, angle A is equal to angle P. Suppose angle A is 70 degree, then P will also be 70 degree, and angle B, suppose it's 60 degree, then angle Q will also be 60 degree, and angle C, suppose the sum of all angles is 180, so remaining it left 50 degree, then it also will become 50 degree. So angle A congruent to angle P, which is 70, angle B congruent to angle Q, which is 60, and angle C congruent to angle R, which is 50. Therefore, both these triangles ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR. So here we can conclude that if all the sides of the first triangle are congruent to the corresponding sides of the second triangle, and all the angle of first triangle are congruent to the corresponding angles of second triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. If all the sides of the first triangle and angles of the first triangle are congruent to the all the sides and angles of the second triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. And if two figures are congruent, then the corresponding sides and corresponding angles will always be equal. So here we can conclude that if two triangles are congruent, then their sides and angles will be same or congruent, and if their sides and angles are same, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. So we have to check all these six combinations, means 3 sides and 3 angles, to prove those triangles congruent. No, we don't need to check all these 6 combinations at a time or all at a time. We can specifically see some combinations where we can say that by looking at these only parameters, these only combinations, we can prove that these two triangles are congruent. No need to check all these 6 aspects of a triangle. These are known as the test for congruency. So let's have a look at the following test. So following are the test for the congruency of a triangle. The first one is SSS test. Second one is SAS test, ESA test, EAS test, RHS or hypotenuse side test. So following are the test for congruency of a triangle. If we need to prove two triangles congruent, then we can apply any of the following test. First one is SSS test, second SAS test, ASA test, AA test, and RHS test. RHS stand for right hypotenuse side test. In CBSE books they use RHS term, in some books they use hypotenuse side test, and we can't use these combinations. ASS test and SSA test, where two sides are at a time simultaneous. Two sides are together. We can't use this test where two sides are together because these triangles may not be congruent, these combinations may not be congruent, but these we can apply. So let's have a look of first example, which is SSS test. In SSS test, if all the sides of first triangle are congruent to all the sides of second triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. No need to check for the angles, they will be automatically equal. How we can prove that? Suppose in triangle ABC and triangle PQR, side AB equals to side PQ, side BC equals to side QR, and side AC equals to side PR. These are the given. Since all the sides of the first triangle are equal to second triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. Therefore, triangle ABC congruent to triangle PQR by which test? SSS test. If two triangles are equal, then their corresponding sides will be congruent and their angles will also be congruent. Since sides are given, then we left with the angle. So angle A equals to angle P, angle B equals to angle Q, and angle C equal to angle R. Why these angles are equal? Because when two triangles are congruent, their sides are equal and their angles are also equal. So these are corresponding angles of a congruent triangle. Corresponding angles of congruent triangle. We can also write it in short form as CACT. Corresponding angles of congruent triangles. Now look at the second test, SAS test. S stands for side and A stands for angle. If two sides at angle between them of first triangle are congruent to the corresponding sides and angle of the second triangle, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. Let's have an example of these two figures, ABT and PRS. In triangle ABT, AB congruent to PQ and BT congruent to RS. An angle in between that. Angle should be between these two sides only. The angle B congruent to angle R. Then these two triangles are congruent by SAS test. How we can write it? In triangle ABT and triangle PRS. Side AB equals to side PR and angle P equal to angle R and side ABT equal to side RS. These are given. Since two sides and angle between them of the first triangle are congruent to the two sides and angle between them of the second triangle, then these two triangles are congruent. Therefore, triangle ABT congruent to triangle PRS by SAS congruency test. And we also know that if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides are also congruent and their corresponding angles are also congruent. So here we covered two sides. Then we left with the one side. Side AT equal to side PS. And angle A equal to angle P, angle T equals to angle S. So here corresponding sides of congruent triangle and corresponding angles of congruent triangle. If two triangles are equal, then their corresponding sides. Here we included all these sides, 1, 2, 3 and 3 angles, 1, 2 and 3 remaining angles. Now have a look at the third test, ASA test. If two angles and side in between them is congruent to the another triangle, having two angles and side in between them congruent, then these two triangles are said to be congruent. Now have a look at the triangle MNO and BAS. If angle N equals to A and O equals to S and side in between them, these are two angles and side in between them, NO equals to ES. Now look at how we can prove that. In triangle MNO and triangle BAS, angle N is equal to angle A, side NO equal to side AS and third one angle O equals to angle S. Since two angles and in between side is equal, therefore these two triangles are congruent. Triangle MNO congruent to triangle BAS by ASA test. As we know, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides are congruent and their corresponding angles are also congruent. So here we covered one side. This is given in the question. So here we covered one side, so we have left with two sides MN and BA. Therefore side MN equal to side BA and side MO equals to side BS, and we left with the one angle M equal to angle B. These are the corresponding sides of congruent triangle, and this is corresponding angle of congruent triangles. Now have a look at the fourth test, AAS test. If two angles are congruent, suppose A equals to angle B and angle T equals to angle M, and one side is congruent, any side. Suppose this side is equal to this side. Side should not be in between them. It can be any side. Are congruent, then these two triangles are congruent. Now have a look at the proving part. In triangle ATS and triangle BMP, we are given angle A equals to angle B, angle T equals to angle M, and side TS equal to side MP. These are given. Angle A equal to angle B, angle T equal to angle M, and side TS equal to side MP. Therefore, triangle ATS congruent to triangle BMP, by which test? AAS test. AAS congruency test. As we know, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides are congruent and corresponding angles are also congruent. We covered here two angles, so we have left with the third angle, angle S, and corresponding angle is angle P. And we have left with the two sides, one covered here, AT, side AT equal to side BM, and side AS equal to side PP. The corresponding angles of congruent triangle and corresponding sides of congruent triangle. Now have a look at the fifth test, hypotenuse side test. Suppose there are two right angle triangles ATM and BLJ, and right angle at T and ML. Right angle at T and L. Hypotenuse is equal, opposite to 90 degrees called hypotenuse, and one side is equal. If there are two right angle triangles and their hypotenuse is equal and one side is equal, then these two triangles are congruent by hypotenuse side test. Now we are proving in triangle ATM and triangle BLJ. Hypotenuse AM equal to, you may write side or hypotenuse as you wish, hypotenuse BJ, and one right angle is equal. Right angle are always supposed to be 90 degree. Angle T equal to angle L, 90 degree, and side MT equals to side JL. These are given. If hypotenuse is equal in right angle triangle, one angle is 90 degrees since it is a right angle triangle, and one side is equal, then these two triangles are congruent. These two right angle triangles are congruent. Triangle ATM congruent to triangle BLJ by hypotenuse side test. And as we know, if two triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles are also congruent. So we are left with the one side AT and their corresponding side is BL, and angle A equals to angle P, and angle M equal to angle J. Corresponding sides of congruent triangle and corresponding angle of congruent triangle. So here we can conclude that all the 5 tests. So here we have completed all the 5 tests. If you have to prove 2 triangles, then you can apply any of these 5 tests. It depends on what is information given in the question. You can apply any test. If in some questions it might be possible to apply more than 2 tests, so as per your convenience you can apply any test. You can't apply these 2 tests since these are not tests. These triangles might be or might not be congruent. So here we can conclude that to prove 2 triangles congruent, we no need to check all 3 sides and all 3 angles. Means no need to check all 6 aspects of both the triangles. We can apply some test. We already learned these 5 tests, and we can prove the 2 triangles congruent. It depends on what are information given in the question. You can apply the relevant test. So if 2 triangles are congruent, then their corresponding sides and corresponding angles will automatically equal. We already saw these in all these 5 scenarios. Now thank you for watching, and we are here concluded.